Inside this little box might just be the best value for money wireless microphone system that you can buy right now. It's the Hollyland Lark 150 system, and a great alternative if you're considering something like the Rode Wireless Go here. As a user of both, we're going to break these down today, show you the pros and cons of both, as well as help you decide whether or not you should be considering this guy. Let's get started. Welcome back, guys, and I'm excited to show you the Lark 150 today, an awesome little wireless microphone solution for you with everything and more that you could ever want out of, well, a wireless microphone system. So let's jump in and have a look at what this actual system comes with, opposed to something like the Rode Wireless Go. Now, like all of Hollyland's products, it comes very well packaged and with everything that you need to be up and running in just a few minutes. Now, aside from some paperwork, the accessories you get do include a USB charging cable, a 3.5mm connection to your camera, 2 lavalier microphones with extra foam guards, 2 very well thought out dead cats for your receiver, and a carrying case for your gearbox. Now, your gearbox magnetically houses your transmitter and 2 receivers with some room for your must-have accessories, so it's going to be able to charge your gear in between shoots as well as projects. A fantastic feature, and will give you 2 to 3 charges for all of your gear. Now, taking out your receiver and transmitters will automatically connect them and you're up and running in literally seconds, so no fumbling around. I really like that feature, but you do have the option as well of turning them off if need be. The receivers have a transmission and battery indicator light, as well as a microphone, so you don't need to use the lav mic, of course, if you don't want to. There is a handy mute button as well, and the clip is firm and stays on whatever you put it on. On the bottom, you'll see the electric contacts, which do charge automatically when you put it in the box, and it does attach magnetically for confidence. The transmitter isn't too big and actually feels even more solid. It has a nice bright LED screen with the ability to change the gain of each microphone and mute each one on the fly. Besides that, you will find a power button and a headphone jack for monitoring. You also have the ability to shoot in mono, stereo, and a redundant recording, which will record a separate 6 decibel less track just in case. The self-charging aspect for me is just phenomenal. That's the last thing that I want to worry about, is getting to where I want to be and having a dead battery. So charge via convenient USB Type-C when needed, but it's not going to be very often. Now, as I mentioned about the dead cats, they have a great design with a little protruding plastic piece that actually goes into the port. This means it's going to be really stable and you know it's not going to fall off without a fight. So at this point, this is the world's smallest wireless microphone transmission system. Look at the size of this little thing compared to the Rode Wireless Go, and that is absolutely minuscule. Very, very, very good size and weight. Each transmitter only actually weighs 21 grams each. So whether you throw this in your pocket or even onto your collar here, you're really not going to notice it. And another awesome thing is that the Lark 150 system also comes with 2 lav mics. So if you do need to be discreet, if you're filming a professional interview, or you just don't want the look of this little thing hanging off your collar there, well, they've got an option for you. And those things do add up. Now, the Rode Wireless Go is a great system. I've been using it for quite a while now, but it just doesn't have a lot of the same bells and whistles as the Lark 150. So, a value for money, I really don't think it can be beat. So what about the actual sound quality of this microphone? Well, you're listening to it right now. This is actually the Lark 150 right here on my collar. This is without the lav mic, of course, and if you're just walking around doing run and gun stuff, typically what I do in the studio here, this is exactly what that's gonna sound like. So if you are curious to see how this stacks up against the Rode Wireless Go, well, and here's what the Rode Wireless Go sounds like in comparison. Which one do you think sounds better? And now we're back over to the Lark 150, this time using the lav mic, and drop down in the comments which one you think sounds the best of these 3 setups. But of course, it's not just about audio quality when it comes to a wireless microphone system. Latency is important, and of course, the ability to have a stable connection at a distance. After all, that's why we buy these, is the convenience of not having any cords to trip over. We can move and talk. It's just really important in a lot of aspects of filmmaking. So let's jump out into the field, check out these 2 at a distance to see which one holds up in terms of range, as well as the quality at those ranges. Okay guys, here we are. We're doing the audio test as well as a range test for the Hollyland Lark 150. And on the other side of things, we've got the old trusty Rode Wireless Go. So we're gonna test out the quality, like I said, and also the range. Both are probably pretty equally important depending on what you're using it for. The range, maybe not so much. 150 feet is a little bit ridiculous, and that's what apparently the Lark is rated for. But how do these things sound? Let me know what you think down in the comments, which one actually sounds better between the two. And we're here about probably 40, 50 feet right now. We'll probably take it out to about 100 and 120, because if you need something more than that, I don't even know what you're doing. But let's try a little turn here and see if we keep. Now, did I lose connection? I don't know. We'll find out back at the studio. I'm just gonna keep going backwards here. Now we're probably at about 70, 80 feet. And how does it sound still? Are we getting some choppiness? Is it keeping its connection? Which one's better? So let's try again. I'm gonna turn around and kind of go, which one sounds better? And maybe it's different out at these ranges, I don't know. And yeah, we're at home stretch now. What do you think? Which one sounds better? This is probably about 150 feet here. That's just ridiculous. Again, if you need more than that, well, you probably need to spend a bit more money than $300 or $400. So there it is. Did they keep connection? Which one's the winner? Time will tell when we get back to the studio. But yeah, there it is, guys. Now we're probably at about 70, 80 feet. And how does it sound still? Are we getting some choppiness? Is it keeping its connection? Which one's better? Now we're probably at about 70, 80 feet. And how does it sound still? Are we getting some choppiness? Is it keeping its connection? Which one's better? Okay, so let's discuss a few final thoughts for the Lark 150. For me, this is a great convenient system that doesn't require a heck of a lot of know-how. It has the main advantage of having 2 receivers as well as 2 lav mics to get you set up with things like interviews right away. Coming in at $329 US, for everything you get, I think is a great value. The Lark 150 really is a great system that you can grow into. But maybe budget's a factor and you'll never use 2 receivers. Well, in that case, consider the Rode Wireless Go at $199 US. It is a great basic system that I've been using for a few years now. With the Lark, however, you might not use that second receiver very often, but it is nice to know that you can use the second one in a pinch if your first one's battery dies. I personally find that the sound quality I get from both are pretty comparable, and I'll probably still use both depending on my needs. Either way, both great systems, and I hope this sheds some light on which one might be better for you. Well, there you have it. There's my thoughts on the Lark 150 wireless microphone system. A great pickup if you ask me. I will drop affiliate links down in the description for you if you're thinking about picking this up. If I did miss something or if you have any questions or comments, make sure you drop them down below. And of course, like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and go create. See you next time.